Bills, Vikings, you are our only hope. Hello, Commanders. Automatic Gamer here, and welcome to my NFL Week 12 predictions. Now, last week, and just finding a couple things out, this is still a weird state in the NFL, and we're not even, we're just over halfway done with the season, but there's still a lot of things that we don't know, and every time I attempt to figure them out, things just keep getting stranger and stranger. I don't understand at this point. And also, the Bears are in first place in the NFC North. What's going on now is what I want to know. But yeah, let's just get right into it, starting things off with Thursday Night Football. We have the Buffalo Bills facing off against the Houston Texans. So the Texans, yeah, of course, getting a game-winning field goal up against the Tennessee Titans. And, Texans, of course, still not having C.J. Stroud, and, of course, not having the greatest offense with him being injured and their offense just being still kind of trash, but not as bad as the Titans' offense. Still allowing a ton of sacks on Cam Ward. Cam Ward's still showing a ton of flashes in the NFL, like our quarterback, but I'll get to the Vikings in a little bit and how they beat the Packers. And, for both those teams, I'll just start. For both those teams, the Texans, they just need to figure out their offense, I think, a little bit and wait for C.J. Stroud to come back and be healthy because as of right now with their QB with I don't know who their backup is. I don't know if it's Mills. I could be wrong with that, but he's not terrible, so that's a plus at least. But yeah, they just need to figure out a little bit more stuff on their offense, and of course them taking on the Buffalo Bills, even though it's being played in Houston, might benefit the Texans a little bit, but I just don't know if they'll be at full potential and full power with a bad offense and their franchise quarterback being out right now, even though they do have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the NFL. But yeah, going up against the Bills with Josh Allen and James Cook and how their offense, especially in their run game and how many weapons they got at wide receiver, yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Buffalo Bills to get this win. And Texans, just get healthy and get C.J. Stroud back. Next, we have the Ravens going up against the New York Jets. For the Ravens, I think they're back. I think they're still going to win the AFC North. But let's talk about the Ravens. Still got Lamar Jackson. You still got King Derrick Henry. You still got Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews. You have a really good defense. You got a ton of weapons on your offense, like I just mentioned. You have a great offensive line for protection for Lamar Jackson, so that's just amazing. And, going up against a New York Jets team with Justin Fields at your QB position, and, of course, Aaron Glenn, who knows how long he's going to stick around. But, this might be a one-sided match, I think. And going up against a Jets team with Sauce Gardner and them missing a few pieces, who knows? Just got beaten by the Patriots, able to sort of put up a fight. The Ravens are a different sort of team for a bird team. But, I don't think the Jets will be able to stand a chance up against Lamar Jackson and King Henry, able to hopefully run all over the Jets. So, I'm going to have to go with the Baltimore Ravens to get this win. And Jets fans, I don't think Justin Fields is the answer. Then we have actually, no, this probably won't be an interesting game. It might be, but who knows. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers facing off against the Chicago Bears. The Bears, they're number one in the NFC North. What's going on? Us Vikings, we need to take it back. And the Bills, you need to take back the AFC East from the Patriots. But let's talk about it. the Bears able to kick a game-winning field goal against the Minnesota Vikings. That game, even if we still would have won it, I think it was super ugly to watch. It was a ugly performance. J.J. McCarthy did not look his greatest. At least we were able to get the run game going with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, so that was a plus. But yeah, I think it was a wake-up call for J.J. McCarthy, Kevin O'Connell, and everyone else to be like, all right, we're 4-6 and we need to get things in shape and get things figured out, but also just continue the development of J.J. McCarthy, which I agree that's what they should be doing. And that's what we are doing in a good way. And yeah, with the Bears, not the prettiest of teams, even though they're still first place in our division, which isn't right at all. It should be the Vikings. Yeah, them facing off against a Pittsburgh Steelers team, and I just found out without Aaron Rodgers because he suffered a little bit of I think it was a hand injury. I don't know if it was on his left or his right. So yeah, he suffered a hand injury. He'll be out for probably, I'm gonna guess, a few, like 1 or maybe a few weeks. So Mason Rudolph will come in, and of course, Mason Rudolph, he can be a serviceable quarterback. I think he was pretty good on the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's not terrible, but he's not the best. So he's a little bit on the middle ground, I would say. So that might damper the Pittsburgh Steelers a little bit. But I think, still with Mason Rudolph at the helm, and of course you still got DK Metcalf and a really good offense. You got a really good secondary and in defense, especially with guys like TJ Watt. So, with all this, and especially with the Bears, with them, they're losing some pieces left and right. And so Caleb Williams maybe has to put the team on his back, which won't be that good, especially, still with having a great head coach in Ben Johnson. But yeah, for this game, just because the Bears are still battered and beaten up, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers to get this win. And Bears, just give the Vikings the division. It'll suit you guys way, way better. Following that, you have the New England Patriots facing off against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Patriots, Drake May, able to get another win over the New York Jets. They are currently the number 1 seed in the AFC and number 1 in the AFC East. So someone needs to defeat their empire as soon as possible before it is fully operational. And also, I don't know if Drake May has mastered everything, but he's definitely mastered a few aspects of the darkness. So that's not great. So I don't know. Yeah, I think Drake May might have a few unnatural Sith-like abilities that we just don't know about yet. So Bills, Vikings, you're our only hope. Let's just say that. And yeah, Patriots facing off against the Cincinnati Bengals, of course. And everyone would probably just find this out. The Bengals, of course, good news and bad news. I'm going to start out with the bad news. The bad news is you're going to be without Jamar Chase. Off a 1-game suspension, because apparently I think I heard he spit at a Pittsburgh Steelers on their last game. So you'll be without him off a 1-game suspension. So that's going to damper your offense quite a little bit, or quite a lot. And the other, a little bit of optimism going up with that team. Joe Burrow, your franchise guy, he is reporting, I think he soon will be reporting to practice and will be eligible to play. Should he? No, because I think the Bengals season is officially over as soon as Joe Burrow got injured. So that's something good and bad. But yeah, going up against this Patriots team leading by the Sith Lord Drake May, and of course having all of his weapons at his disposal, this might be an ugly game and an ugly day. So I'm gonna go with the New England Patriots, the Empire, to get this win. I pray I'm wrong, but honestly, I think I'll be right in this one. So New England Patriots get this win, and Cincinnati Bengals, I kind of feel sad for what happened to Joe Burrow. Next, we got the New York Giants facing off against the Detroit Lions. Last week, Giants, you had one job. It's usually very easy with Jordan Love at quarterback. But yeah, I mean, Jackson Dart, if he didn't have that concussion, I mean, I think they would have beaten the Packers. And of course, I know Jameis Winston came in at quarterback. Of course, you're not going to go with Russell Wilson. So that's something. And well, they were able to put up a fight against the Green Bay Packers. But unfortunately, I think a late game interception, of course, sealed that game. Unfortunately, Jordan Love, of course, did not have his best day. And of course, the Packers, they're dealing with a litany of injuries. So that's not great for them. But of course, limiting their weapon choices for the Packers, that's a good thing for me. And the Giants going up against a Detroit Lions team with them, of course, getting absolutely just not necessarily blown out, but pretty much battered and bruised against the Philadelphia Eagles. So, yeah, that's not good. And they're also dealing with injuries here and there on the offense and defensive side of things. So that's not good. But, yeah, I mean, for the Giants, without Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboot, but both those teams, yeah, they're both injured. So it might be a potentially low scoring and a little bit of a ugly game to watch. But, I mean, for this game, since the Giants have less injuries than the Lions, I'm going to go with the New York Giants to get this win. And, yeah, Giants, just get healthy and get Jackson Dart back, because then you'll be a really good team. Next, you got the game of the week. You got the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Green Bay Packers. Disgusting, your rivals, and we hate you. Yeah, the Vikings. We had the game lead, 50 seconds left. Bears able to march down the field, kick the game-winning field goal. First place in the North. We don't talk about that. That game, even though we lost, even if we would have won, one, ugly game. Two, most importantly, I think it was a wake-up call for us Vikings. All the team, I think it was a wake-up call for them and for, unfortunately, the fan base. We're 4-6. There's still a possibility that we can turn this thing around. How are we going to do that? I don't know. But yeah, there's still a possibility that we can turn this around. So that's a good thing at least. And going up against a Green Bay Packers team, Packers, they're dealing with a litany of injuries on the offense and the defense, and of course, Jordan Love, still not the greatest quarterback. The media still rips him apart every single week, so that's not great. Plus, he got hurt a little bit. Malik Willis came in for him. I think Jordan Love is still going to be the starting QB, so that's, I don't know, at this point. I mean, he's still not the greatest, so that'll give us a little bit of an edge, I believe, even though it is being played in Green Bay, unfortunately. And, I mean, well, we're, for the Vikings, we're just, we still are missing a few pieces here and there, but, yeah, mostly we are mostly fully healthy besides missing Jonathan Grenard. And I think we probably will be getting Ryan Kelly, I think, back this week, so that would be amazing to have him back. And I think if we got Jonathan Grenard back, I think that would be awesome to have on our defense. But we still have a solid defense with Van Ginkel and Blake Cashman, so that's nice. And, of course, still got the run game going with Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. Still got Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the NFL. Still working on the connection between J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. So as soon as that comes together, I think that duo can be unstoppable when that comes together, which it eventually will be. But yeah, because of all these factors and everyone we still have on our team, and especially with KOC and McCarthy at the helm, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings to get this win and to begin our redemption story and our turnaround for our team and the fan base. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts facing off against Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs losing, of course, to the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton. So that's amazing. Bo Nix continues to be Bo Nix. He believes everything that he does. And he had himself a really, really good day. Of course, all the weapons that Bo Nix has on the offense. Courtland Sutton has a great run game, has a great amount of weapons at wide receiver, has, of course, one of the best defenses in the NFL. And going up against the Colts with Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones, this might be an interesting game. Well, I mean, for the Chiefs, it'll be a little bit easier, I think, for the Colts. If it was the Broncos, it would be a different story, but still. Colts going up against Chiefs, I mean, yeah, Chiefs losing to the Denver Broncos, and, of course, Patrick Mahomes still looked good. I don't know if Travis Kelce had himself a great day, but, yeah, they're looking to see if they can turn things around in the AFC West. And, of course, going up against this Colts team with Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor, which have a phenomenal connection and a phenomenal run game. For this game, I have to go with the Colts and Indiana Jones to get this win. And Chiefs, yeah, you may not win your division this year, which would be a shocker, but honestly would be pretty cool. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks facing off against Tennessee Titans. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold, he did not have his best game. Of course, losing to the LA Rams and to Matthew Stafford, that's not great, especially with it being a division rival. But this game, I think, will be way, way easier going up against the Tennessee Titans, which has a abysmal offense. Even though Cam Ward has shown a ton of potential, he gets sacked more and more times every game that he plays and every snap that he takes. So if the Titans could protect him, I would be shocked. Otherwise, they're going to be visiting the draft again for more offensive linemen for protection, which would probably be their main priority. But yeah, going up against this Seattle Seahawks team with their offense and their defense, if Sam Darnold looks better, that would be nice. I mean, he did have his worst game, less than 100 yards, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions, so that is awful. Of course, they still got JSN, Jackson Smith, and then Jigma, so that's awesome. You still got Cooper Kupp. You have a really good defense, really good offense, and yeah, because of all this, and most notably JSN, I have to go with the Seattle Seahawks to get this win. And Titans, just work on Cam Ward's protection, and then you'll maybe be a good team. Who knows? Next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. The Jaguars able to pretty much steamroll the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, the offense, the run game, they could not get anything going against this team. The Jaguars are still looking to maintain their position inside the AFC South, just in between them and the Texans and the Colts. So they might be getting second place in the division if they can hold on to it. And going up against a Cardinals team, even though they lost and Jacoby Brissett is still at your quarterback center position, and I think he still is better than Kyler Murray, so that's something since we know the ceiling of Kyler Murray, of how he plays and everything. I mean, yeah, for this game, even though the Cardinals lost in sort of a close game to the 49ers, I have to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars to get this win, just because of how I think Trevor Lawrence and how the offense operates, even if they're not having to rely on Travis Hunter, even though just drafted him and he's working on, I think, being back from being injured. I don't know what injured him. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I don't know if he was injured or what happened with his status. So Jacksonville Jaguars get this win. Next game, oh God, might be an ugly game because of what happened on Monday Night Football. Okay, Cleveland Browns going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get this one out of the way quick. Raiders, Geno Smith, yeah, I don't think he's the guy. Pete Carroll, definitely not the perfect head coach, even though their connection is still, it's good. It's got some faults, which isn't great. They weren't able to get the run game going with Ashton Genty, so that's not great. Able to kind of, at first I thought they were going to keep it close against the Dallas Cowboys, but yeah, that did not work. Their offense is bad. Their defense is bad. They have not really much of a run game going for them, so that's not good. Going up against the Cleveland Browns, which, I mean, going with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, he is not looking the greatest, which kind of stinks, so they might have to revisit the draft for another quarterback, which would make them... How many quarterbacks would they have? They already have like 4 or 5, so they would have maybe 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 QBs by next year. Who knows? But yeah, honestly, yeah, he did not look great. And of course, I know they still got Quinshon Judkins on the offense, so he looks like he's going to be a really promising running back. So they have a little bit of a run game there. They have a amazing defense, of course, with Myles Garrett. Great secondary. So yeah, I mean, they just need an offense because then I think Cleveland will then be a good team. But yeah, I mean, with still having one of the best defenses in the NFL, I got to go with the Cleveland Browns to get this win. And Raiders, yeah, I'm sorry, Geno Smith is not the guy. Next, just talking about the Cowboys, we got a NFC East showdown. We got the Philadelphia Eagles facing off against the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, the Eagles and Cowboys able to both get wins. And, I mean, Eagles still not really looking like themselves mostly, which kind of is weird with Jalen Hurts being a little bit inconsistent. Saquon Barkley not really getting much going. Man, they have a good defense, though, especially with Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. They have a great secondary with those two guys. And, well, I mean, thanks, Eagles, for Isaiah Rodgers. He's awesome. We love him in Minnesota. And, I mean, yeah, for the Cowboys, yeah, Dak Prescott looked great. George Pickens still great. They have a wonderful offense, not the greatest on the defense. I don't think it definitely looked a little bit better last week against the Raiders, which was great because a few of those trades that just happened to make their defense a lot stronger. So that's something. And, well, I mean, yeah, for this game, even though it is a divisional match, it could go either way. Maybe because the last time these guys faced off, it could be interesting because, well, able to keep it close in week 1. So, I mean, for this game, I'm going to go with the upset and give the Dallas Cowboys the win and to get their revenge game. So, yeah, that might be interesting if they win. And, yeah, this might be an interesting game, though, to be honest, with a divisional game. So, Cowboys, you win. Then we got an NFC South showdown. We got the Atlanta Falcons facing off against New Orleans Saints. Saints and Falcons both getting losses last week. Yeah, Saints, I mean, Tyler Shook did not look the greatest, which isn't great at all. They definitely need to add a few things onto here and there, especially with still having Chris Olave, which still is good. He's a very good player on the team. Other than that, I mean, you're still missing a few pieces here and there. Although this might be maybe a little bit easier going up against a Falcons squad without Michael Penix because he is injured with an ACL tear, which sucks. Who knows how long he's going to be out? Probably for the rest of for the rest of the year, and I think he'll probably start at the beginning of next year. And going with Kirk Cousins at quarterback, I mean, he has not looked great for this Falcons team at all, and who knew if the Falcons were going to be good this year? And yeah, they're pretty poor, unfortunately, this year. And well, yeah, Kirk Cousins coming in at quarterback. This may give the Saints a little bit of a relaxation and may give them an upset win in this NFC South showdown. But honestly, I think just because they're a little bit of a put together team, I'm going to give the edge to the Atlanta Falcons just because of them having Kirk Cousins at quarterback. He can be good sometimes here and there in Atlanta, but also them having a run game with Drake London and Bijan Robinson. So yeah, Atlanta Falcons get this win. Next for Sunday Night Football, this may be a really interesting game. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing off against the LA Rams. Man, I think this game is going to be a really good one. The Rams able to get a huge win last week over the Seattle Seahawks. Not only because it's a huge divisional rival opponent, your number one in the NFC West might end up winning the division. And yeah, Matthew Stafford plays like an MVP quarterback. Baker Mayfield still the same. So those two are going to be in the MVP conversation. Vote in the comments of who you would want as an MVP quarterback, Baker Mayfield or Matthew Stafford. Honestly, I would flip a coin because those two are great quarterbacks. But yeah, Matthew Stafford, he's in the MVP conversation, especially with Puka Nacua and especially Devontae Adams. Those three have great connections, have plenty of weapons on the offense, have a great defense, which I love watching and I love seeing for the LA Rams and, of course, Rams fans. And, of course, the Buccaneers losing to the Buffalo Bills last week. Baker Mayfield, he still looked pretty good, pretty solid. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. And, of course, I think the Buccaneers, I think they're just waiting to get healthy because I think they just got to wait out a little bit more to get, Mike Evans, you're not going to get back until next year with that season-ending injury that he had a few weeks ago. But hopefully you can get Bucky Irving back and hopefully get, I don't know if Ibuka is back for a wide receiver. So, I mean, might be something, but yeah, I mean, for this game, I could flip a coin because this game is going to be an interesting match, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I could talk about this all day because I think this will be a very interesting and a very good test for both teams because of how they both end up playing. But yeah, I mean, for this game, just because they're a little bit healthier than the Bucs, I'm going to go with the LA Rams to get this win. And Buccaneers, you're still a very good team. You just need to get a little bit healthier on the offense and your defense. So, yeah, sorry about your injuries. You just need to get healthy on the offense. So, Rams win. Then on Monday Night Football, you got the Carolina Panthers facing off against the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers. They're getting guys back from injury. You got, of course, you still have CMC, Christian McCaffrey. You're getting you don't have to have your QB controversy anymore with Mac Jones at quarterback. And so, I mean, yeah, you're going to be having Brock Purdy back. I think that'll be a huge boost to the offense, especially with getting all those guys back from injury. And, of course, having a really solid, good defense. And, of course, I mean, going up against this Carolina Panthers squad with Bryce Young at quarterback, and he still looks good, even if they are 6-5 and second place in the NFC South. They still look good, especially with Bryce Young and Rico Donald. And, of course, I mean, they're not the greatest team in the world. They're not the worst, but there's still a lot of optimism going on in Carolina, and especially for Panthers fans. But, yeah, for this game, sorry, Carolina, sorry, Panthers fans, but just because they're getting healthier and healthier and they still find ways to win. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers to get this win. And Panthers, you're going to have that game where you beat the Packers in their ugliest uniform, so that's something at least. And you got all these wins to be proud of, so that's good. But yeah, 49ers win. And yeah, that is my Week 12 predictions. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of this in the comments. And also, I was going to make a recap video on the Vikings Bears game, but I was in Montana on a hunting trip, and right now I'm in Wisconsin right now, helping my dad out with some work of his. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. That's why I didn't bring you guys any content from there, because I was on a hunting trip vacation. So yeah, it was really fun out there. And also, if you want to hear more about that, just follow me on my Discord. The link will be in the description. And also, if you want to talk more football or anything else, just subscribe to my channel and join my Discord. The link will be in the description. And I will see you on the football field, Commanders.